Modern Mahjong's here to reinforce rules for our virtual series, an interactive questions game. Question 1. If throughout this video you need more time, simply pause before moving on to the answer. How many tiles are used to play according to National Mahjong League rules? If you said 152, you're correct. There are exactly, no more, no less, 152 tiles used for official National Mahjong League play. Question 2. What are the three suits? You could remember this in alphabetical order starting with B, B, C, D, and that stands for BAM, crack, and dots. Question 3. What is the matching dragon for dot tiles? Dot tiles match the white dragon. You could think of the white dragon's nickname, which is Soap, and the dot suits look like little bubbles. Question 4. What's the matching dragon for crack tiles? Crack goes with the red dragon. Many of the traditional designs have a red symbol on the crack, and it matches the red dragon. Number 5. What is the matching dragon for the BAM tiles? The green dragon matches the BAM tiles. Many of the designs for BAMs traditionally were green, and it matches the green dragon. Now we're on to question 6. What image is often used for the one BAM? The answer is a bird. The one BAM is often, but not always, a bird. And a tip is before playing with any new set, always make sure to see all the tiles, especially the one BAM, the flowers, and the dragons. Question 7. How many tiles, or what is the definition of a pair, a pung, a kang, a quint, and a sextet? So moving on, a pair is 2 identical tiles. A pung is 3, also identical tiles. Kang, 4 identical tiles. Quint, 5 identical tiles. Sextet, which isn't on the card of this year but can be, 6 identical tiles. So the key word here, identical. Question 8. Can you ever use a joker as a single or in a group of singles or a pair? The answer is no, never. There are no exceptions. You can never use a joker as a single, in a group of singles, or in a pair. The only time you could use a joker is when on the card there's 3 identical tiles or more. Question 9. Can you use a joker for any of the tiles in the year 2024? And to answer this, you need to ask yourself, is that a kang? It's 4 tiles, but are they identical? And since the answer to that is no, you can never use a joker in the year. They're a group of singles, they're not a kang. You can only use a joker in a grouping of 3 or more identical tiles. Question 10. What word is missing from this definition of pung? A pung is 3 identical tiles. Moving on. Question 11. How else can the white dragon be used? The white dragon can also be used as 0. When it's used as 0 in the year or year hands, it may be used with any suit. One way that this impacts the card is you could do groupings of the singles, the year 2024, in 2, 2, and 4 in crack, 2, 2, 4 in BAM, or 2, 2, 4 in dot. The 0 matches because or doesn't even need to match because it is neutral when it's used as a 0. Now we're going to ask about opposing dragons. Sometimes on the card, you'll see the numbers in a hand in one color, but the letter D in a different color. So you need to have an opposing dragon. So each suit has 2 opposing dragons. So what dragons oppose BAM, oppose crack, and oppose dot? The opposing dragons for BAM are red and white because the matching dragon is green. The opposing dragons for crack are white and green because the matching dragon is red. And the opposing dragons for dot are green and red because the matching dragon is white or the soap. Question 13. What tiles are always neutral and what tile can be neutral and when? So the neutral tiles are winds and flowers. The white dragon, as we just discussed, when it's used as a 0, is neutral. Question 14. What do the colors on the card mean? And the second part is, if the font is green on the card, do I need to use BAM? So the answer is, the color on the card indicates the number of suits. If there's one color in a hand, it's one suit, two colors, two suits, three colors, three suits. The colors do not indicate which suit, just how many. So if you see hand written in green, it doesn't mean you have to use BAM. If the whole entire hand is green, you could use BAM, cracks, or dots. You just need to be consistent. Question 15. If news, N-E-W-S, is on the card, can you use a joker? The answer, just like for the year, is no. News is a grouping of 4 single tiles. So there's no jokers in singles, pairs, or grouping of singles. Only in 3 or more identical tiles. Question 16. And we're going to put this up and then we'll pause for a little bit. What do all the following symbols on the card mean? A number, the letter F, a D, an R, a WH, a G, an N, an E, a W, an S, a 0, a C, and an X. So whenever you're ready, you could pause if you need more time. And a number is any of the numbers in the suits. A flower, and of course you have to check the colors if they match or don't match. A flower is any flower, numbers and words on the tiles don't matter. D is a dragon, and it depends on the hand what dragon it would be, whether it matches or opposes. R, W, H, and G are not currently on this year's card, but they stand for red, white, and green dragon. Then the letters N, E, W, S stand for each of the winds, north, east, west, and south. The 0 is when the white dragon is used as a 0. And C, which we only briefly touched on in class 1, C is for concealed, and X is for exposed. One more time to finish this lesson. Can you use a joker for a single, pair, grouping of singles, or pairs? And the answer is no, never. You can never use a joker in a single, in a pair, in the news, which is a group of singles, the year, which is a group of singles. All of those, there is no exception. So thank you for joining us for our virtual series and playing along. Let us know by email or when we come back to lesson 2 how you did. If you have any questions in advance of lesson 2, email us at modernmahjong@gmail.com. Thanks so much. Have a great day, and hopefully soon you'll be having a great game.